Wrapping up her official trip to China, U.S. Secretary of Commerce Gina Raimondo says American firms have complained that China has become uninvestable, prompting Beijing to defend its business practices. Moon Hye-ryeon has the details.
U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo has expressed concern over fines, raids and other actions against foreign businesses in China, prompting U.S. companies to label the country uninvestable. Bloomberg reported that Raimondo spoke to reporters on a train headed to Shanghai on the third day of her trip and said the visit has reopened communication channels between the two countries' economies. She commented that it had become too risky for American businesses in China and highlighted Beijing's restrictions on Micron Technology's products. Chinese authorities also raided the offices of several US-based consultancies back in March over what it said were national security concerns. However, Raimondo said that the US did not want to decouple from China, with Chinese news agency Xinhua reporting that Premier Li Qiang had said during their meeting on Tuesday that economic relations between the two countries were mutually beneficial.
I mean, the US and China have a massive and consequential economic relationship, which is good for the world. It is good for China. It is good for America. And we want you here investing, growing.
Raimondo's visit to China marks the most recent efforts by the Biden administration to strengthen communication, following trips by Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen earlier this year. These visits were prompted by concerns over escalating tensions between the two superpowers, particularly in economy and defense. The United States' export controls to prevent China's access to advanced semiconductors have been criticized by Beijing. Washington argues that they're essential to safeguard national security, as indicated by the CHIPS Act. The Inflation Reduction Act of the United States has also encouraged car makers to shift supply chains out of China. Raimondo is due to wrap up her visit to Shanghai with a meeting with the local party secretary and Shanghai Disney. Moon Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.